The Torah tells us in Parashas Kedoshim, Perek Yud-Tes Pasuk Chav Gimel, V'chisavo elo aretz, when you enter the land of Israel, Unitatem chol eitzmachal, V'araltem orlaso espirio shalosh shanim, when you plant a new tree, for the first 2 years, Yelochem areim o yachal, you can't eat from any fruit that comes out the first 3 years, one is not permitted to eat. Uvashana haraviis, and in the fourth year, Yekol Pirio Kodesh Ulam Hashem. In the 4th year, you could bring it to Yerushalayim and eat. So, what is the reason behind the mitzvah of Arla? So the Rambam in the Moreh Nevuchim writes, like many mitzvahs, he says it was against the people who were worshipping idols. That when they planted a tree, they used kishuf to try to get the fruit out early, and then when the fruit came out early, they used to worship it to the Avodah Zarah. So therefore we say you can't have it. We go to the opposite. We say wait 3 years and make sure, and no one could benefit to show that it's nothing to do with Avodah Zarah. In fact, the Ramban, right, says the whole reason we wait 3 years, and the 4th year we bring it to Shalayim is we want to show. We want to have gratitude and thank you that it's going to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. If that's the case, so why not just bring the first year to God? The answer is because the first 3 years the crop isn't so good, so you want to give the best to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, so therefore we have it for the first 3 years is prohibited in the 4th year. That's the Rambam and the Ramban. Dor HaChaim HaKodesh writes in other Balei Kabbalah, they give a whole different shot than what is the reason behind Arla. They write Arla, the mitzvah of Arla, the fruit being prohibited for 3 years, is a tikkun, is to rectify for the sin of Adam HaRishon, the chet of Adam HaRishon. Why? Because what does it say in Sefer Bereshis? The Or HaChaim Kodesh writes, it says, "Es kol ha'etz v'acha," that I'm giving you all the trees to eat. Hashem told Adam, you can eat all the trees. But it says Eitz Hadas was Asur, so how could you be eating all the trees at the same time the Eitz Hadas was prohibited? So the famous Medrash, the Medrash Talpios, others, it really is only a temporary Isur. Really God was going to permit on Shabbos for Adam HaRishon to eat from the Eitz Hadas. It was only that if he just waited a little bit longer, he would have been fine. So therefore, that's the tikkun. That Adam's sin was he acted in haste. Haste makes waste. He shouldn't have eaten like we have by Pesach. You don't eat the matzah erev Pesach because you want to build up the appetite. And the Gemara says one who eats matzah erev Pesach is kilo bol arusaso beis chamav. It's like get relations with your engaged wife in the house of your father-in-law. In other words, it's something that you could just wait a little longer, become permitted, so why do it now? So the Or HaChaim HaKodesh says that the Arla is the tikkun, because Adam acted hastily, he couldn't wait, and therefore Arla is showing God we could wait, we'll wait the first 3 years and then we'll bring it to you. In fact, that's what the Medrash Rabbah points out, that we say Shalosh Shami, you 3 years will be Areilim, and then right in the next pasuk, Lo sochul al adam, don't eat the blood. So what's the juxtaposition between the prohibition of blood and Arla? So therefore the Medrash says it's not just Lo sochul adam, it's also referring to Dam Nida. So too, we wait for Arla, so too you have to wait for your wife to be in Yemei Tahara, to be in the purification stage. And in fact, that's what the Medrash says, that it goes through the different things, what happened to the first hours of the day. But in the 9th hour it says, Adam was in Stava to eat of the Eitz Hadas, on the 10th hour already he violated it. But what was the point? So the Sefer Sifsei Kohen, it's not the Shachan Shulchan Aruch, but it's the Hasidic Sefer. He writes that that's what the 9th hour, he had 3 hours to go. Like Arla, the first 3 years, so the hour represents a year. So therefore the mitzvah of Arla is a rectification, is a tikkun for the sin of Adam Harishon. And therefore it says that Adam Harishon the Medrash says he was Moshech Arlaso. So what Moshech Arlaso usually means a bad thing, you cover up your Arla. So that's what so Moshech Arla means, no, it's just allegorical here, that he didn't fulfill the mitzvah of Arla. That's what it means. He didn't wait. He should have waited. He was Moshech Arla, so instead of waiting, he ate right away. In fact, that's the Chasim Sofer points out, why can't you wait? Why couldn't Adam Harishon wait? He couldn't wait 3 more hours. So Adam, he had his reason, albeit it was wrong. He figured he wanted the Eitz Hadas, he wanted it to be challenged in life. And therefore, he didn't want to just be like a robot. So therefore, he ate an Eitz Hadas in order to create a challenge. God agreed with him. But he wanted him to wait 3 hours so he could be Nichnas B'Kedushaso Shel Shabbos. That on Shabbos he takes this on. And therefore, as they point out, Chazal talk about that that every Friday night we make Kiddush, the Ben Ish Chai, others, every time we make Kiddush Friday night, it's a tikkun for the Adam Harishon. That on Shabbos we are bringing in the Kedusha. That's what God wanted Adam Harishon to. And that's what it's all about, that they were rushed into it, and therefore Adam, as we say in the Hallel, when you Amarti B'chavzi Ka Adam Kozev, that when you do something in a hurry, haste makes waste. That a person always has remorse, so they don't have time to work things through. In fact, that's why interesting, many times we read Acharei Mos and Kedoshim the same week. And how does Acharei Mos begin, the parsha? So it says, Acharei Mos Shnei B'nei Aaron. It says, and after the death of the Shnei B'nei Aaron, V'karvasam L'pnei Hashem Vayamu. Why not to say, Vayoshem Moshe Acharei Mos Nadav Avihu? We know who they were. Why it is called B'nei Aaron? So that's what some Mefarshim point out, because that was the mistake of Nadav Avihu, according to some Mefarshim. They wanted it, they were great people, but they wanted to take over too soon. It wasn't their time yet. Masai, when will these people die and I'll be able to take over? You know, people go through different stages of life. You're a child, you go to elementary school, high school, university, graduate school, you get a job, etc. Everyone has a different stage in their life. The Nadav Avihu rushed it, and that was the mistake they made. And that's why the next parasha we read about Arla, like Adam Harishon, that is the tikkun, that the mistake Nadav Avihu made and the mistake Adam Harishon is they acted too quickly. And therefore, they were Moshech Arlaso, he didn't fulfill the mitzvah of Arla, and therefore we fulfill the mitzvah of Arla as a tikkun. And that's why every Friday night when we bring in the Shabbos, B'Kedushaso, we're masakin for the mistake of Adam, and he didn't wait until Shabbos to eat from the Eitz Hadas.